Hey guys, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I'm always smiling so hard whenever I record one of these videos. Maybe I'm just super excited to be talking to y'all. But anyway, I am back with the rest of Vlogmas. Super excited. My daughter's feeling better. If you guys hear a lot of background noise in this video today, super sorry. My whole family's like basically over. My kids are playing and everything, but I really wanted to get this tutorial recorded for you guys, and so here I am. I hope you guys have been having a wonderful holiday season so far. I sure have been having a wonderful holiday season, and today I'm going to bring you a holiday look. So I am starting off with my hair already braided up the back. So you want to braid your hair up the back. I did that off camera. So as you can see, I have two braids going up the back, and I have them up pretty high. That way, if I need to unravel them at all, I can, but at least they're like, I feel like high enough. And also because my hair is such a fine texture and low density, it won't really have a lot of fullness necessarily at the top. So I figured I should braid it up as high as possible. And then I'm going to pin the curls to the side, like you probably already saw from the thumbnail. All right, so here's the two ends of the two braids here. I'm going to actually ponytail these two together, like so. So the first thing I'm going to do is ponytail these two together, because I'm just going to take the hair out of this ponytail, and I'm also going to go ahead and roll it as well. I'm going to be using, listen, if you've already seen one of my videos, you know I probably should know better, but I'm using cheap rollers again. These are the Annie brand foam rollers, and they are in the 7/8 inch. So like a medium size. Here's the size guide right here. So that as you guys can see, that there's a jumbo. I'm not yet to the small, I'm at the medium size. These are black, and the only product I'm using is literally just water. Okay, I'm not using any foam or hold or anything like that. So I'm just gonna be curling the front of my hair using these rollers in a systematic approach. So honestly, like for my hair at least, this is probably gonna be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, about 8 locks per go, maybe a little bit less depending on how the roll cuts. I think this is gonna end up being 6. So this is 6 locks, and I did kind of go all upward into the front of the ear with this. So I might just, so I don't do this one by itself and then put the rest of these in the roller. So I'm just gonna be spritzing the hair like so, and then I'm gonna be foam rolling these and closing the roller up. So I'm gonna try to be methodical and have the sections be pretty even as far as like how I do them. And yeah, so that's how I'm gonna be doing that. While I'm rolling my hair, I just wanted to talk to you guys just a little bit about how life and stuff is going. So as you guys know, I missed a lot of Vlogmas because my daughter ended up having double ear infections. Then she got, so she's been on antibiotics and stuff, and we had a death in the family, and it's like, oh my gosh, everything that could make it to where it was difficult to do Vlogmas happened. And so I just made the decision not to do it for a few days until everybody was, you know, well and fine and everything. But I definitely do have a lot of videos coming up though for my audience and for the ladies. I would like to also remind you guys, if you haven't already heard or like seen my video where I talked about it, that on the 31st of December, I'm going to be having in my Facebook group a Q&A session with my loctician, Glenette Wright from Always Right Hair Care. And she has graciously, you know, said that she would, while she was retightening my hair, answer any questions that people might have, and just like, you know, be there and present in the group. People have been asking questions about, you know, winter lock routines and like things that they may or may not should be doing. And so she's just going to be answering questions like that. If you want to go ahead and have your question on deck, which honestly means that you will get your question answered first, you can go ahead and put it in the comments below, and I'm going to be compiling questions ahead of time, and then in the comments during the during the Q&A event, we'll also be, you know, taking in more questions as well. But if you already have like, okay, yeah, this is what I want you to answer, or this is what I want to ask her about in mind, then you could go ahead and put it in the description below. And if you know of anybody who would benefit from having their questions answered, or if they're a DIYer, or if they're just trying to decide if they want to have locks or not, invite them into the group, send them this video, and hopefully it could be a help to more people. Go ahead and share, you know, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and make sure that you're there for the event. All right. So far, these rollers are not hurting my hair nearly as bad as I feel like some of the like harder rollers have been. Like I used some, I think they were like just like the hardcore, but they were smaller diameter rollers, and oh dear Lord, it was like so hard to sleep and stuff. And so those didn't really go as well. And I've also seen a couple of times in some Facebook groups where people have used these rollers, but they take the foam off and they only use this. So I'm curious to try that in the future. To be honest with you, I haven't been doing very much manipulating style and stuff when it comes to my locks. And I know, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, do you just only wear them down? And the reason why I haven't been doing too much of that is because if you see my video about tips for, you know, Microlocs on fine hair, one of the tips that I gave in there is like not really doing a lot of manipulation. And the reason why is because our hair definitely has a tendency towards like more slippage and stuff. And I found that whenever I was making, this was like actual like several YouTube videos in a row and stuff, I was going and my loctician being like, you know, I had more holes. I had a lot more slippage from the pulling of my hair. And so I would recommend make these type of styles not so frequent that you see that you had that pulling and stuff is causing your locks to slip, especially in the back. And that's part of the reason why when I was deciding on this style, I decided to braid up the back because my locks in the front are a lot stronger. And so they can take the pulling a lot better. They're the least likely to have holes in them. Just a word for the wise. Tomorrow we have a Christmas service at church. And I really wanted to, I just wanted to have something different, something cute. Like, let me do a little holiday style. Let me do a little bit of something. So this is this side. It's all done. This is going super quick, y'all. I have another question for you guys while I'm doing this. Is like, what do you guys think about lock envy? I don't know, do you think it's a real thing? Do you think it's okay and needed for us to have, you know, those people who are like, oh my gosh, our locks are so beautiful? And, you know, I have some people that I watch and I'm like, you know, I really like the hair. I try to be careful about that because I know, you know, sometimes it makes you unhappy with your own hair. Especially, I try to find people whose hair is more similar to mine to give me a better idea of what it's going to look like. Then, you know, it being people who, because our hair is so different, it won't look like that anyway. But I wonder what you guys think about lock envy. I think it's a real thing. I think that there's a certain amount of people whose expectations don't meet reality, just like anything else in life, where, you know, it's hard to be satisfied with your husband who's a regular old dude if you're, you know, lusting after movie stars or, you know, some sexy guy in a romance novel who's like not real. But at the same time, it's like you want representation too, right? So it's like, where is the balance between that? Between desiring to have representation of beautiful women who, you know, who have locks and who we can see represented in the influencer community and stuff like that. And then also the line between knowing, you know, what's realistic for ourselves and it's not. And I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's a such thing as having of lock envy being like an unhealthy thing? Is it okay to have lock crushes? And where's the line between when it crosses over from being like, okay, yeah, you know, I just like what I see and I really like to, you know, to watch her and see how she does her hair and this, that, and the other. And it becoming something, you know, that's unhealthy in comparison and stuff like that. So I'm curious to know what you guys think in the comments below. guys, I am completely done now. I ended up using about 2.5 packs of rollers for it. I finished this side and then I went ahead and rolled the back side. I got the ponytail done. So I'll give you guys a 360. There's the back. And now I'm just going to put my bonnet on. I did want to tell you guys about this bonnet. My loctician gave it to me. I'm not even just saying this because she's my loctician, but for real, this is probably the best bonnet I've ever owned in my life. It's really soft. Some of those cheaper ones, you have to like put them inside out. The outside's softer than the inside. But I really like that. And also that it has this little like clasp thing on there to tighten it or untighten it as you need. So I've been using it for a few weeks now. She gave it to me last time I was in there because apparently mine was like terrible. And I like it too that you can undo that little clasp thing and then you can put it over and it can kind of fits big, but then you tighten it and then you kind of tuck it around how you want it to go. And yeah, so it fits a lot better than some of those ones that feel like super loose or whatever, because you can adjust the size of it. So I will see you guys in the morning and we will go over the finished look. Bye. Okay guys, so it's the next day. I have already taken all the rollers out. And I decided, based on how everything was looking, that I'm going to do it all over to the side. So first off, I'm just going to be doing this whole style with bobby pins. And I also, the idea that I got this inspiration from, she actually had hers just regular, like it wasn't curled or anything. But I didn't think I was going to have enough, like, thickness of hair, which is why I decided to go with this curl way of doing it. But I'm going to do it all over to the side, and the curls are really still pretty tight. I'm hoping that they fall over time, which I think they will, but I've combed them out quite a bit. But this is how the style is looking, and I'm excited about it. I think it looks really cute. So I'm just pinning down some areas in the back and getting this all over to one side. Let me know what you think in the comments and if you decide to try this style. So this is what I ended up with, and yeah. So let me turn around. Here's the back. I wear a bonnet to sleep. I wear a bonnet to sleep instead of wearing a scarf. So I would recommend wearing the scarf instead of a bonnet for this particular style, because since I braided the back ahead of time, it still had a little bit of time to rub. So